I went to another Dorothy Arzner double feature. This time it was one movie that I had seen before and one movie that I hadn't. So the first one was the one I hadn't seen before. It was called Honor Among Lovers. It's from 1931, and it stars Claudette Colbert and Fredric March. Fredric March is amazing. He was actually in both the movies that I saw last night. So in this one, Claudette Colbert is his secretary, and he is in love with her, and he keeps trying to get her to marry him, but she is in love with somebody else, and one day elopes, and that causes Fredric March to fire her. And then she's, thinking she has this great life with her husband, played by Monroe Owsley, who I think I've only ever seen, or Owsley, in Ex-Lady, which is with Bette Davis and Gene Raymond, and I recommend that one. Anyways, he's a day trader, and he, maybe is not the straightest arrow, and Fredric March can kind of see that, and he's trying to warn her, but, she's in love, and she won't listen. And then shit goes down, and I'm not going to spoil the rest of the movie. It also has a great comedic performance from Charles Ruggles, and a very early performance from Ginger Rogers. So it really fits in with a lot of what Dorothy Arzner's films are about, which are women who make bad decisions. And they're not ever judgmental at the women who make the bad decisions. It's more like Dorothy Arzner finds these stories to tell about women who are stuck in a situation because society has told them these are the steps you should take as a woman, and then they take them and then they realize that they're fucked. And that's, I think, one of the big overarching themes of Arzner's filmography is how society fucks women over. Luckily, half of her films, the women end up on the other side with a little shining gleam of hope, but sometimes, Craig's Wife, they don't. So, this is one of the happier films. And Fredric March has a mustache. He's, got this little mustache through the whole movie. So if you like your men mustachioed. Oh, sorry. What else? So I also saw, Merrily We Go to Hell, which is one of my all-time favorite films. I've seen it many times with Sylvia Sidney, who is the greatest. She's one of my all-time favorite actresses, and also Fredric March. And it's a movie about, similar to Ex-Lady, it's a movie about open modern marriages and being married but sleeping around, and the effects it can have on both parties. That one's one of Arzner's sadder ones at the end, although it's a comedy through most of the film. I love that film. Anyways, there's only one night left next Friday. It's going to be Dance Girl Dance, which I have not seen, and it's her most famous film, and somehow I've only seen one scene of it in a film class. And then The Bride Wore Red with my queen, Joan Crawford, so I am so excited to watch that. That'll be next week. This was Honor Among Lovers. It's from 1931. I don't think it's available anywhere. I think maybe there's a shitty bootleg copy somewhere you can watch with bad audio. But the restoration's from the UCLA's restoration, and it's beautiful, and so I'm hoping maybe someday it'll come out. I also noticed almost all of these restorations, if not all of these restorations, were partially funded by Jodie Foster, which is kind of amazing. It's a woman in film helping preserve the history of women in film by saving all of Dorothy Arzner's films. So shout out to Jodie Foster for using her money and her prestige to help save part of Hollywood history. Kudos.